National Theatre Roundtable on Corporate Partnership for Programs, Products and Services is an event anchored on the new vision for the national monument, the National Art Theatre. This strategic move and laudable event, held at the Protea Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. Isn't it an irony of such for an edifice with motto? The venue makes the event to host its own event of such outside its venue. That's to itself the cause of the new direction, from the new vision, from the new and visionary leader of this parastatal, Professor Sunday Inesi Ododo, the current GM and CEO National Theatre, which after systematic study of the situation emerged on ground, designed a roadmap with the vision to expose the diverse opportunities and unexpected potentials through the mutually beneficial partnership of and for the stakeholders. The event started immediately after the arrival of the GM, CEOs settling down with other invited potential corporate partners, CEOs, captains of industries in the art, business, politics of economy of art and culture, with recitation of both first and second stanzas of the national anthem to open the event proper. Professor Sunday E. Ododo gave his welcome note that set the pace for the highlight of the event, which ushered in the screening of a new film documentary about the antiquity of the National Theatre to the provocative delight of the participants, especially the guests.
I welcome you all to the Maiden National Theatre Stakeholders Roundtable Engagement on Corporate Partnerships for National Theatre Programs, Products and Services. My gratitude is for your understanding and cooperation with National Theatre over the years. This Stakeholders Roundtable is not by mere chance. It is the product of a well thought out blueprint which I delivered during the National Theatre Workers Capacity Building last year in November, December. So, having identified the major challenges of the most popular and iconic architectural masterpiece in Nigeria, the National Theatre, we devised ways of overcoming them for mutual benefits of the public, for whom we hold the National Theatre in trust. As we are all probably aware, that the National Theatre is undergoing very radical, needed revamping, rehabilitation, and restoration. This roundtable is a prelude to the new National Theatre to come. What we are doing here today is visionary, as the partnerships and collaborations we forge here today are the arteries to supply the much needed impetus that will fuel our operations in the new National Theatre. It is our belief that the ripple effect of today's presentations, deliberations, and agreements on corporate partnerships will have positive vibrations across Nigeria and indeed Africa at large. Thank you for listening.
Thereafter, Professor Sunday E. Ododo made his presentation, after which came the responses from the guests as the main highlight of the event, moderated by mediator and renowned PR expert and consultant, Professor Emmanuel S. Dandaura.
We have a number of programs, products, and services lined up. The first I will speak to is the one on talent hunt, designed to locate and fish together those creative talents in our youth. Through this program, we'll be able to give them platform to showcase their creativity, such that the professional industry can also engage them. The Open Theater Series is another program that we want to use to bring together the best in our students where theater arts programs are offered in this country. Exhibition of Nigerian royal regalia. Royalty is huge in Nigeria. Every royalty in Nigeria has a history, has a place and significance in our cultural life. Through the exhibition of royal regalia and paraphernalia, this history are relived. Skill Acquisition Academy. We intend that through this, we move from locality to locality and train our youths to acquire certain skills in the creative industries. It could be via music, dance, art and craft, and what have you. National Festival of Horns and Flutes. We're all very familiar with the Festival of Drums. Drums alone don't make the ensemble of an orchestra. Across culture in Nigeria and indeed Africa, there are many horns and flutes, different sizes and different shapes, producing variety of sounds and also denoting different peculiar meanings. Durbar sights and sounds. Across the northern culture, Durbar is an exciting sight to behold. What we want to do here is not just to exhibit this. When it becomes alive, it will create job opportunities for those that are involved in creating the paraphernalia, the costume for the horses and the riders. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
As a representative of the Institute of Entrepreneurs, we look at how we create jobs out of every element. National Theatre is a big, big value chain, a big, big Pandora box, a big multi-skill platform.
National Theatre should actually look beyond Lagos also and say some of these projects they can also take to some other state capitals, other cultural cities. There are some projects that naturally we key into some communities. So those are some of the things that we advise, I will put on table that they should key into. Those are some of those, there are lots of projects there that can be taken out of Lagos, that can be executed not within the National Theatre.
The National Theatre is an institution, and it should be able to draw each and every one of us in whatever capacity into collaboration with it. The key word for me is collaboration. What can I bring to the table for the National Theatre? What can the National Theatre bring to the table for me? Such collaborations are essential, both with the corporate, both with individuals, both with performing companies. I think when we look at those collaborations, I think a lot can be achieved.
A number of programs were listed earlier, and they're all very laudable ones. But I'd like to advise that it's important to identify the ones that we will call flagship programs. We cannot have the resources to be able to do all of these programs very well. And when you don't have that, it's better to take a look at all of them and see, which ones you want to concentrate on. Initially. Doesn't mean you won't do the other ones, but you must identify specific ones that are flagship. We also need to look at them from two dimensions. One that is purely arts and cultural, and then we also recognize the one that is commercial. So that there are some that we do because, of course, our mandate is to drive art and culture, promote art and culture of Nigeria. But we also must recognize that you need money to be able to preach that gospel.
I want to encourage the management of National Theatre to look at it. How can they go to the geopolitical zones of this country? But National Theatre is in Lagos, but it's owned by all of us. Let them know that there is a rebirth. Something is about to happen. So investors like us will begin to think alike. How do we take an opportunity of this emerging opportunity and make a billion out of it?
Evergreen Music have the largest collection of music in Nigeria. We have over 100,000 vinyls of original works of musicians from, over 100 years. We need to digitalize. We need to market it. We need to preserve. And we need to also keep the original copies. These are some things that the National Theatre would be ready to partner with.
We need to look at, as we are thinking of partnering with corporate Nigeria, it is equally essential that you begin to think of partnering with the content creators. They are all there. And the National Theatre must equally position itself as the standard maker. How? Some product abroad, no matter how they go around performing, the moment the National Theatre, for example, National Theatre UK, extends an invitation, they are made. The National Theatre must position itself that way, because that is how our content generation can be helped in terms of standardization. I don't know if the National Theatre is thinking of residency. Residency in the area of arts, the National Theatre should lead.
How can we partner with schools if National Theatre is about our heritage, about our culture? How can we ensure that this doctrine, I'll call it a doctrine, is inculcated in our schools' curricular activities? There is nothing stopping us from introducing this to schools, especially to partner with schools, so that whatever we want to promote, the culture, the heritage, is coming right from the school.
The location of the National Theatre, how does it help the markets? The markets, in this case, the independent corporate bodies, and then also those who are going to come and see these productions in the National Theatre. What is the relationship between management of National Theatre with LASMA, with the fire brigade, with the police, with Lagos State government and all of that? Will I come and see a production in National Theatre and I come out, my car is still the way it is? If you want to succeed, you must position yourself in a way that will attract continuous support from people who are not limited by government subvention, which is reducing on a daily basis.
Most of the things that will be required from your sector will be what will happen when this place is built. What will happen? They are going to manage the place. You are not going to have problems with your electrical stuff. But will there be activities to keep driving the place?
After the robust session that highlighted the expectations and solutions, Professor Sunday E. Ododo assured the participants of the readiness of the National Theatre as a parastatal and institution, and of his team of management and staff, as well as that of himself, of the lofty mission to take the National Theatre to the next level.
I feel so happy. Why did we bring you here? It's to interrogate what we have for you and give us responses. And all that I've received today are positives and good interpretation of our intentions. Something big is coming. I have said it consistently that we want to give mobility to National Theatre. Away from Igamu, let it move round.
he invited participants to a special luncheon buffet service as a whiskey trumpeter entertained the gathering all the way. Finally, the curtains were drawn to end the event on an exciting note, as shown in the expressions of some guests as their take-homes from the round table.
This is the first time the management of National Theatre, as it were, would invite stakeholders to say, these are the programs we have planned. We want you to come on board. Let's run them together. This is really one of the takeaways from this meeting. And we want to also say that from the comments from the stakeholders, it's very obvious that the management of National Theatre is taking the right steps in the right direction. And we all are enthusiastic to see that National Theatre returns to the glory it used to be, if not better. And of course, we are aware that there is a turnaround that is happening in the National Theatre at the moment. And with these programs, it means that we're already providing content that will ensure that when we have the brand new National Theatre return to us, that we indeed have reasons for people to come to the National Theatre. And this, to me, is one of the major highlights of our engagement here today.